Up to this point, we've only been using one normal at a time. While this can be effective in some situations, you'll want to string moves together to get the most out of your offense. Welcome to Guilty Gear Strive 101. Today's lesson is on cancels and Gatlings. I'll go more in depth in another video, but all moves in fighting games have a startup, active, and recovery. There are different kinds of cancels in fighting games, but they all involve skipping the end, or the recovery, of a move and going straight into the startup of the next. In Guilty Gear, a Gatling is a series of normals that can cancel into each other. In this example, notice how the ending of Kai's first normal is skipped. He moves straight into the startup of his second normal. Unlike previous Guilty Gear games, Guilty Gear Strive has limited Gatlings. You can only Gatling certain normals together. I'll start by laying out some general rules. Most of the time, you can't Gatling a move into itself. 5S will not Gatling into 5S, but there are exceptions. Also, you usually can't Gatling a standing normal into a crouching normal of the same type, or vice versa. 5S will not Gatling into 2S, nor will it work the other way around. Again, there are exceptions. Now for the specific stuff. Punches Gatling to themselves and command normals. Kicks Gatling to dust or command normals. Close slash Gatlings to other slashes, heavies, dust, and command normals. Slashes Gatling only to heavies. Heavies, dust, and command normals cannot Gatling. Some of you may have gotten confused when I mentioned that close slash can Gatling into slash. Close slash is what we call a proximity normal. A proximity normal is a normal that can only be used when you are very close to the opponent. When you aren't close, the regular or far version of the normal will come out. In this example, see how 5S performs two different normals depending on my distance to the opponent. Close slash and far slash are different normals, so close slash can Gatling into far slash or crouching slash. Performing a Gatling is simple. All you need to do is input a second attack just as the first attack makes contact with the opponent. It doesn't matter if the first attack hits or is blocked. Most Gatlings can also be delayed. To delay a Gatling, simply input the second move a little after the contact. Some moves have a very large cancel window and can have long delays, while other moves have small cancel windows and can only have short delays. This will be important later on, so find out which of your Gatlings are delayable and which aren't. For this drill, try out all of your Gatling routes that I detailed earlier. Also, experiment with delaying your Gatlings. Now is the time to figure out which of your normals can't late Gatling. Finally, try this sample Gatling that will be useful when you get close. Close slash into either 5S or 2S, then into 5H. This should work for most characters. Gatlinging is a basic mechanic that will have many uses. The first use for Gatlings that we'll learn is in poking. When we poke an opponent with slash, we can peg on some extra damage by Gatlinging into heavy slash. You might have to shorten your usual poking range to make sure that your second attack hits. You cannot Gatling into a second attack if your first attack misses. We can use this to our advantage by buffering our attack. When we buffer an attack, we input a second attack regardless if the first one hits or misses. If our first attack hits, the second will come out. If our first attack misses, the second won't come out. Try it for yourself. Gatlings are a basic building block for the rest of our offense, so get comfortable with them. You'll see them in most videos from now on. We'll also start learning about different kinds of cancels in the future. like special cancels. Join me next time to learn all about special moves and overdrives.